In the small, ancient town of Calavan, nested between the whispering forests and the somber mountains, a river wound silently, the Tesha. The townspeople held a belief, a creed that the river had powers to decide the fate of the town. This belief had been passed down through generations ever since the town was founded by their forebearers, who claimed the river's guidance in their odyssey to find a place to call home. Elias, a curious teenager enamored with history, had always been fascinated by the legends surrounding the Tesha. His grandmother, Morel, often told tales of the river's mysterious abilities, how it would ripple differently to signal upcoming fortunes or misfortunes, and how during the founding days it led the first settlers to the prosperous lands of Calavan. One crisp autumn evening, as the sun dipped low, casting a golden glow over the Tesha, Elias was at the riverbank pondering these ancestral stories. It was then he noticed a subtle, unusual ripple in the current. Suspecting this as a sign, he rushed back to the town to tell his friends, Sarah and Milo, about his observation. The trio, armed with notebooks and skepticism, decided to camp by the river to record and observe any anomalies. That night, a fierce wind rose, and the Tesha's waters churned as if in warning. By morning, everything settled, yet Elias found a pattern in his notes that couldn't be ignored. A recurrence of unusual ripples every 24 minutes. Concerned about the implications of these signals and armed with historical precedents, the friends approached the town council. The elders dismissed their findings, citing a year of bountiful crops and peace with neighboring villages as proof there was nothing to fear. But Elias couldn't shake off the unease. He immersed himself in studying old texts and scrolls, digging deeper into the creed of Tesha. His discovery was chilling. The ripples matched descriptions of ancient warnings, preceding great calamities believed to have been averted by heeding Tesha's signs. With the autumn festival approaching, Elias feared the town's disregard for the old ways could lead to disaster. He convinced Sarah and Milo to help him prepare, despite the council's indifference. They stockpiled food, fortified buildings, and taught those who would listen how to protect themselves. The festival commenced under clear skies, and as the town reveled, the sky suddenly darkened. Clouds rolled in with haste, carrying a tempest unlike any the town had experienced. Panic ensued, but thanks to the preparations led by Elias and his friends, Calavan stood resilient. They navigated through the storm, using ingenious mechanisms based on the studies they had conducted by observing the river. By the time the storm cleared, substantial damage had been done, but there were no casualties, and the town structures held firm. The elders, humbled and in awe, acknowledged the creed of Tesha and the wisdom in Elias's persistence and precautionary measures. Elias, with his friends by his side, addressed the shaken but safe crowd, reinforcing the creed that had saved them. The whispers of nature hold wisdom passed through ages. We must listen, heed, and prepare. For as we respect our past, we forge our future. From that day forward, knowledge of the signs given by Tesha was revered and studied, not merely as a superstition, but as a scientific and spiritual practice that was integral to the survival and flourishing of Calavan.